it's Whimsy and we're back today with a new game, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. This is a first playthrough. They are not live streams, it's just me and the game pre-recorded, edited, and yeah, I'm very excited to jump into this game. I just finished playing Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty and also Metal Gear Solid 1 obviously right before that, and I absolutely enjoyed my experiences with those two games, so I am just really looking forward to this one. I know that this one is probably one of the most popular. A lot of people said it was their favorite and they were really excited for the playthrough. Thank you so much, guys, by the way, for your patience and for sitting down and watching my playthrough that we're gonna start. I'm very, very grateful if you're back for more. And if you're new, welcome in. I'm Whimsy and I play a variety of games in here. My accent, if you're wondering, is I'm French-Canadian, so I'm from Quebec. My first language is French, so that's why I sound weird. And I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best. So just a heads up, my playstyle, if you're new here and you don't know, I love the codec. I call the codec a lot. If you don't like that, I'm sorry in advance. This is gonna be painful for you. I just really love calling the codec and trying to find all the fourth wall breaking Easter eggs. Exposition is mostly done through codec calls, so I use it a lot. And I know some people were like, maybe it's too much, I don't know, but it's just how I play. So yeah, it's just a little heads up in case you didn't know. Also, after having played the first two games, I can say that I think this one is the one that my brothers, my two older brothers, played when we were young. Pretty sure, because I did not recognize the first two, so I'm guessing it is more this one. I think I remember a helicopter, and I think this one is more like in jungle, swamp kind of areas, which makes me really excited because we've been stuck inside a little bit with the first two games, so a change of scenery is gonna be good. But yeah, I remember that. But apart from that, like, I am being completely honest with you guys, I have probably seen shots of this game before and maybe I'll remember as I go. I don't know. I'll let you know. But I still consider this a first blind playthrough because I don't remember anything. Like, I think I'm gonna probably recognize some stuff as I go, but I don't think it's gonna help me understand or anything like that. Like, I don't think I'm gonna remember, and I didn't speak English at the time either and all that, so I don't remember the story, and I'm very excited to discover it. I also do a lot of theorizing sessions where something happens during a cutscene or something like that, exposition through codec calls, and then I like to share what I think is going to happen, what I think the characters' motivations are, where they sit and all that. I love doing that in any type of games, but these games are honestly made for me for that. They are so good for that. I absolutely love theorizing on Metal Gear and what's gonna happen, and I always, without fail, get surprised at the end with the crazy plot twist. So I love these games, and I'm hoping that this one is the same. I am so excited today to play. I woke up and I was like, today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid 3. We're gonna start. I am super pumped. I am really happy to be here, and I hope you guys will like the video as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's go. Let me just say before we start that the music, I could hear sometimes the theme from Metal Gear Solid 1 in the background a little bit, and then it changes up. It's so good. I see 1964 right there at the top, which makes me think this is going to be a prequel, and that makes me really excited. I don't know anything, guys. I haven't read like the synopsis or anything like that. I'm going in fully blind, so I just see 1964 right now. Virtuous Mission Operation Snake Eater. Okay, so I'm guessing this is not going to be Solid Snake unless he's really young, but I don't think so. 8, 9. Like, there's no way. It can't be him. I don't think it could be him. So I'm really curious now how it's gonna be. But yeah, and I see the fox cap. So this is gonna be maybe the... I'm thinking maybe the beginning of Foxhound or something like that. So... very interesting. Also, I don't know the difference between North American version and European, so I'm just gonna take North American since I'm North American. I don't know. We have the online manual, which I don't think I'm gonna read. I don't want spoilers, that's why I'm a little... I don't want to read too much, you know. I know sometimes it's cool for like the controls and stuff, but I have the belief that if a game is done well, you will learn everything you need to know while playing it. Like, you don't need an external manual to play the game well. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see. But let's start. Oh, I'm so excited. Choom, choom, choom. Chum, chum, chum. I do it now because they don't anymore. That makes me sad. Thank you, Kojima. I never realized Kojima Productions was like the Fox of Foxhound. Wasn't it the same? Let me just look at the intro. I mean the main menu. I love this. All right. Okay, let's see options. Okay. Real-time cutscene full screen. Yeah. Captions on. That's the most important for me. New game. Also, guys, please don't spoil. I always forget to say that, but please don't put any spoilers for this game and the next games, because I plan on playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5 and Peace Walker as well, that I would love to play, and I don't want any spoilers. Obviously, I have an amazing moderator on the channel that deletes anything too spoilery, but I want to, you know, make it easy for him a little bit, and so he doesn't have that much work, and please don't spoil in the comments. Backsitting, I really don't mind. It's just that I record those videos in advance, a bunch of them, so if you put any tips in the comments, I might not put them into action because I've already filmed many videos by the time I upload. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, I'm playing the MGS series for the first time. I like MGS 1, I like MGS 2, I like MGS 3. I'm playing the MGS series for the first time, so there's that, but also I like... why can't we say I really liked Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2? Like, why is that not a choice? I'm playing it for the first time. Okay, I have seen... For confident players, I have seen you guys' comments on how this game is so much better on hard. You were already seeing that for the second game. I personally had quite the challenge with the second game. I didn't think it was that easy, except the boss fights. The boss fights were really easy. But you guys said that for Metal Gear Solid 3, hard is really the way to go, apparently. So why not? Let's pick hard. After the end
of World War II,
nice.
The world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
By David Hayter, too. So, my Solid Snake. Sorry, I'll stop talking now. I'm just really excited. Helicopter! Okay, here we go. I remember this. I remember. Oh, it's not a helicopter, it's a plane. Never mind. Maybe that's not. Well, it's kind of like a mix. Oh, the fox.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. Ready to go.
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
I could see a snake at the background. I don't think it's solid. Here we go.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Oh, you have no idea, okay?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
Duke.
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Flashbang.
Sunrise.
US Army Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater was what was written. Sunrise. I'm so hyped!
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
That is cool.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
I find it interesting.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
That they use Celsius instead of Fahrenheit, but then they use
Status
miles
okay. All green.
instead of kilometers.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5.
Who is
4,
that?
3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
I like the knife at the ankle. Ooh. Really? I would vomit everywhere. Woo! Sorry. I'm so excited. Woo! What was
Jack,
that?
I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light
Jack?
for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Ooh.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The president demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
What?
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Metal Gear.
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
I love how they mix true, real history with fantasy in these games. It's the best. I love that. Making it logical, you know? Making it plausible. To a certain degree. Obviously, they are like superpowers and shit. But you know what I mean? Like, I love that.
Listen up, Jack.
R1.
Your mission is to infiltrate Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
That's cool!
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
I already have questions.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
He keeps smirking and being like to the others, I don't like it. Suspicious! I don't think he's looking for our best interest here. No, what was it? Was it my rations? No. Superhero landing, kinda. A little rough around the edges, but it's okay. I love this. Has a bit of a camouflage makeup going on. Love it. Okay, we don't have like nano machines, I guess.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Naked
I'll be referring
Snake.
to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Which is
Snake?
Jack.
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Major Tom!
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well.
Oh,
You're
nice.
completely naked, just
Survival.
as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them
Nice.
to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Wow.
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Ground control to Major Tom. Okay. God damn, look at this. Splitter olive drab. It's the amount of camouflage I'm getting, I guess. So this was like, this is 15. 80% camouflaged is my guess. Right? Okay, cool. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm trying things out. Yes. Okay, different type of Am I cutting the grass? I am! Love it. Revival pill. Espionage pill developed by the CIA can wake up from fake death. Use with X in window. Okay. Uh-huh.
Snake, first you need to find that backpack you lost on the way down. Your backpack got caught on a tree to the north. Try heading in that direction. Snake, you said your backpack got caught on a tree branch, right?
Yeah,
Was there ivy growing on the tree?
there was, but
Perfect.
perfect.
Indeed.
Press triangle.
You can climb any
Yeah.
ivy.
Alright. I'm guessing that's it. Yeah, it's not nano machines. It's well, maybe we still have nano machines, I don't know, but it's like a radio more than like a thing that they do in the other Metal Gear. I don't know how to explain. The way he's holding himself is like it's like a T-Rex. Okay. What is that? A snake. Oh, can I eat these? Siberian ink cap. Press square to hold, release to throw. How long square is pressed varies distance. Okay, so maybe it makes enemies let me see. There's a snake. Uh-huh. We got a snake. Reticulated python meat. Okay. Why are they weapons and not like items? Sorry. H. They are the same. They're the same thing. Is it the same for... Yes, okay. For a quick change. Well, well, well! This is very nice. This is also triangle, just like in Metal Gear Solid 2. Also, I wanted to say from the intro, my question was, for now, I wonder why Sokolov was incoherent when he arrived. I don't know if they really explained it well and I just missed it. But that's very weird in my opinion. Oh my god. Meds. Developed by the USSR for soldier restores life. Press X in a window to use. And if I keep it, maybe it'll be used on its own if I'm low health. And I don't know what are the four little lines. I'm guessing armor or something like that. And then the big line is my health. But yeah, makes me really suspicious that he was incoherent when he arrived in Cuba, right? Is what I understood. The way they disappear. I don't know, it puts it back when you unequip on the ankle. That's cool. I like that. We are very visible right now. Yay! Sounds different.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example.
That's the
and
4
your
lines.
wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out.
Okay.
To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor.
Nice.
However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it.
Oh, interesting.
The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Interesting.
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
As
Relax.
always.
There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to press shit. Oh no! I was putting my controller down. I didn't mean to press. Aww. Okay, so I restarted the whole thing because it was getting too complicated with the dialogue. I didn't know who was saying what without the voices, so I just restarted. I'm sorry. I'm gonna edit that out. And now we're back.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Here we go.
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you?
We're back.
A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
She looks amazing.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
Oh, he loves her.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
Okay, maybe not
No,
lover. But
I taught you everything you
That's some
needed to know
respect.
about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a
Music.
soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
for sure we're gonna have
politics are a
to fight
living
friends
thing.
later.
They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh?
Yeah, okay.
I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located
Let me
to
note
the
that
north
down
of
just
your
in
current
case.
position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
141.89.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
80. There was 145.73. And there was one
Commencing virtuous mission.
for
now.
0.86, I think. Or 85. 85 to save? No, 96. It's 96. Right? Just in case they don't put it in memory. The way he holds his hands is so good. Directional microphone can pick up small sounds. When equipped, it picks up sound in a pointed direction. Interesting. Ah, scope. Nice. Can't you... I thought I could zoom, but apparently... Ah! Here we go. Okay. Square and triangle. Highly addictive and hazardous for your health. The death pill in the revival vibrates when detecting life forms. Equipped to use. Consume battery power while used. All the vibration will be off when activated. Alright. Sorry, yeah. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Let me just see if I can... Oh, okay, they wrote it down. We have the boss. We have paramedic, yeah, and we have the save. Okay, cool. So I don't need to write them down. Nice. Because sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do, you know. I wanted to... there were so many things that I was like, huh. Okay, the boss... I'm pretty sure... Okay, so let's go back from the beginning. Naked Snake is called Jack, which I found really interesting because in Metal Gear Solid 2, they gave Jack the name Jack. And now I'm thinking they wanted to make a snake out of him, right? They wanted to make a solid snake out of him, kind of. So it makes sense that this snake is called Jack, actually. Unless it's a fake name as well. Not sure. I think this might be the big boss. But I'm not sure. 1964, right? Is the year right now? Would that make sense with the dates? I don't think we're just another clone. I think we're the real deal. Like, obviously this is not Solid Snake, right? Because with the Les Enfants Terribles project, apparently the sons of Big Boss, they age faster, right? Is what Liquid was explaining, and also Solidus was older, much older. The only thing is, when he had a patch on his eye, Solidus, then Ocelot said, "You look like the big boss like this." And I thought maybe it was the patch and being older. And right now we are not. But maybe this is Big Boss young, like in our first couple of missions. I'm not sure, but I find it really interesting how they're talking about, you know, being the perfect soldier. Love doesn't matter. You shouldn't put your friends before anything else. The only thing that matters is the mission. Which, what the hell? Like, depending what the person asks you, you're not gonna follow blindly, in my opinion. But I know I'm no soldier, right? But I find that interesting because we've always been hammered the idea that Big Boss was the most influential and best soldier in history, right? Pretty sure that's what they've been saying since Metal Gear Solid. So I find it really interesting that they would make this distinction now in this game between like a normal fighter and a soldier. So if this really is Big Boss like I'm suspecting, I am really hoping, because I would love to see the origins of Big Boss. I'm really hoping this is what is going on, but I'm not sure. We could be just another snake, but like how many is there really? Like, I mean, we don't know, I guess. But like, I don't know. But I find it really interesting that they make this distinction now. And we know that Big Boss later becomes the best soldier. So we will definitely put the mission first in this game. And not follow the people we love. We're gonna have to like kill the boss or something. Or Major Tom or something like that, right? We're gonna have to kill like a friend or something like that. That's what I think right now, based on like everything that was said. Obviously some of it I base it on the fact that I think this is Big Boss, but maybe I'm not right. I don't know. But okay, like already there's a lot of things being put into place for the plot, I feel like. Also, last thing, I'm sorry, Major Tom is from the UK, which I find interesting that he is meddling into the US affairs and with the US Army, but he's from the UK regarding his file that we can see during calls.
Sokolov should be at the abandoned factory to the north, so
like
head in that direction.
Here. It wasn't written. Let me just put it again.
Intelligence indicates that area is outside the enemy's cordon.
UK.
So you shouldn't have any unexpected encounters with enemy patrols. I think it will be a good idea to take this time to get accustomed to using your camouflage, hunting for food, and navigating the survival viewer.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about camouflage or CQC, ask the boss. The boss's frequency is 141.80. Paramedic is the medical correspondent for this mission. Ask her about hunting for food and medical treatment. Also, she has documents detailing flora and fauna in the operation locale. Contact her if you need detailed information on any of the plants and animals in your area. Paramedic's frequency is 145.73.
So if I equip the snake and maybe call her.
Snake, remember that this operation is a solo sneaking mission. We'll be providing you with support over the radio, but out in the field, you're on your own. There's no backup. And there's no way you'll survive a battle with a large enemy contingent. Avoid engagement whenever possible. Your highest priority in this mission is staying out of sight.
Yeah,
Snake, did you find food?
I did.
Yeah,
You sound happy.
I am.
Do you know how to eat it? Then let me explain. To eat food, press the start button to enter the survival viewer, then select food. Select the food you want to eat and press the enter button.
Will I lose it if I don't
Select eat and
eat
you will
it
eat the
fast
selected
enough?
food. When you eat, you will recover your stamina, but the extent of recovery depends on what you eat. When your stamina is down only slightly, you should save your tastier morsels for later. But don't leave food for too long or it'll rot.
See, that's what I meant.
This is where a little planning ahead goes a long way.
Besides eating food, you can throw it at enemies to confuse them.
Okay.
So remember, food is not just for eating. Be
Even if it's
creative.
rotted, I could still use it for that.
Snake, when your stamina gets low, it negatively affects your physical
Yeah, like
abilities.
healing.
You've got to replenish your stamina before it runs out.
The gauge below your life gauge
Yeah.
is your stamina gauge. It shows, as the name suggests, your remaining stamina. As you consume stamina, your natural life regeneration is slowed and your hands shake more. Your O2 gauge and grip gauge also become shorter.
Oh,
Excessively low stamina can often impede your mission objectives. Make sure you replenish stamina before that occurs.
by eating.
Eat food to recover stamina. Capture plants and animals to get food. I have information on the local plants and animals, so don't hesitate to ask. My frequency is 145.73.
Nice.
Your actions can lower your stamina. The more demanding the activity, the more stamina consumed.
Exactly. Walking slowly will conserve stamina, while actions like rolling, crawling, and stalking consume large amounts of it. Try your best to avoid unnecessary actions in order to conserve stamina.
Snake, use the survival viewer to pick your camouflage, treat wounds, and eat
Oh,
food.
we can change camouflage.
Ask the boss or paramedic about the details. The boss's frequency
Yeah.
is 141.80.
Major,
What is it?
it's about your code name.
Major Tom?
Yeah, where'd you get that name?
From a tunnel.
A tunnel?
That's right. Snake, have you seen the movie The Great Escape?
No.
It's a movie about a determined group of Allied POWs trapped in a German POW camp who plan an escape. The POWs dig 3 tunnels for their escape. They named them Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I see. So Tom was an escape tunnel. Did they make it?
Out of the camp? Of course. One of the tunnels was even discovered before it was finished, but eventually they do make it out.
I get it now. So Tom was the tunnel they used to escape.
Yes, that's right.
What is it?
Well, actually, I'm not sure if I remember correctly.
Major.
Oh, it's all right. It's Tom, Snake. Tom is the escape tunnel. Yes, no question about it.
What the hell?
Snake, in order to carry out the mission without being spotted, you must learn to detect an approaching enemy well ahead of time.
Use the scope.
Press the first-person view button and use the first-person view to constantly check your surroundings as you proceed.
Press the first-person view button to switch to the first-person view. In first-person view, you can look at your surroundings through your own eyes. The overhead view's range is limited. If you plow ahead using only the overhead view, you put yourself in danger of running into an enemy without even realizing he was there. Make regular stops and check your surroundings with first-person view. Okay, Snake?
Yeah.
You can use an equipped weapon during first-person view. This is called a first-person view attack. When using first-person view attack, you can direct your line of fire up, down, left, or right.
The first-person view attack is a fundamental part of gunfighting.
Yeah.
It allows you to aim in directions
I used it a lot
impossible to
in
hit
Metal
with the
Gear Solid
overhead
2.
view, like shooting enemies that are above or below you. It also makes it possible to aim for your enemy's weak points. When you need to take an enemy out in one shot, use a first-person view attack and aim for the head.
Of course. I'm trying to exhaust the dialogue.
Snake, making it harder for the enemy to spot you isn't the only advantage to maintaining a high camo index. The harder you are to distinguish from your surroundings, the harder you are to hit. In other words, the enemy's shots will miss more often. Do everything you can to keep your camo index high at all times. Snake, be careful. The way to change between standing, crouching, and crawling has changed slightly from the methods learned in training. When standing, press the crawl button briefly to crouch, and press and hold to take a crawling position. Since by crouching you take a lower position, it has a higher camo index than standing.
Yeah.
And the added stability of crouching lessens the effect of gun recoil. If you try shooting while crouching, you'll notice your shots will bunch together more consistently than when standing. Press the crawl button while crouching to stand up, and move the left stick to crawl in a direction. When crawling, your camo index becomes extremely high, and your firing of guns becomes even more stable than while crouching. You can move the left stick while on your stomach to crawl in a particular direction. When you are crawling, use small movements of the left stick to crawl silently at the expense of speed. However, be warned that crawling consumes more stamina than simply walking. Press and hold the crawl button while in crawl position to stand up. Press the crawl button briefly to switch to crouch position. Don't forget, if you want to stand up quickly from a crawling position, press and hold the crawl button. Snake, in order to maintain your stamina, you'll have to feed yourself.
I love the
The
jungle
idea behind
sounds.
this mission is procure on site.
And
This
it was
goes for food as
it
well.
was stopped during
Procure on site.
the talk with
That's
the
right.
boss.
But don't you
It was
think I
just
should have
sweet
at least
music.
brought a few rations?
Americans have a terrible habit of taking everything with them. Nowadays, nobody can get anything done without a lot of fancy equipment. It wasn't like that in SAS, I'll tell you that. And with Fox, we're running things my way.
Roger that, sir.
Okay.
You're not convinced, are you? Well, think of it this way. The stuff you'll find out there tastes a lot better than army rations anyway.
I hope you're right.
You'll be procuring food by capturing local plants and animals. Paramedic has information on the flora and fauna available in the mission area. Ask her if you have any questions about
Her
the plants and
frequency
animals you
is
find.
145.73.
Paramedic's frequency is 145.73. Listen up, Snake. Keep in mind that this operation
Okay, I
is
think
strictly
we've
covert.
circled back.
Engagements should be avoided. If you must dispose of an enemy, do it with the tranquilizer gun.
Yup. Sweet dreams, Boy Scout.
That's right. And by the time he wakes up, you and Sokolov will be safely out of the country.
Sipping hot coffee on a plane back
Okay,
home.
they stay
What did you say?
down.
What did you say?
Sipping hot coffee on a...
You're gonna drink that foul mud? On the victory flight home?
Okay, then. What would you drink?
Tea, of course.
Of course. Tea.
Snake, the fake death and revival pills we gave you are
Yes.
the latest in internal medicines developed for intelligence ops by the CIA's technology division. You can use the fake death
I'm
pill
sorry.
to send yourself into a death-like state for a limited period of time. Use it wisely, and you should be able to fool the enemy into thinking you're really dead. It may come in handy if you ever find yourself cornered.
Yeah, for sure.
To revive yourself from the fake death state, use the revival pill.
Usually
Remember,
it's the opposite.
Timing is critical. The effect will be ruined if you revive right in front of
Usually
your enemy.
you the one to
Interesting.
make you die.
But how does it work?
What do you mean?
I don't feel right taking some pill I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
How does it make me look dead? How's it gonna affect my body?
Well, Snake, about that...
I get it. I should ask Paramedic. Paramedic.
Allow me to explain. You know how there are animals in nature that play dead, like weevils, ladybugs, chickadees, possums, and the like? Well, the fake death pill takes the natural art of playing dead and applies it to the spy world. When you take the fake death pill, it causes your body to rapidly secrete a number of chemicals. Adenosine and serotonin, as well as opioid peptides, such as methionine and kephalin. Those chemicals act to induce a state of hibernation, causing your heart rate, your breathing rate, and your body temperature to drop dramatically. It'll truly look like you've dropped dead upon initial inspection. The revival pill, to put it simply, is a counteracting agent to the fake death pill. When you take it, it causes your body to secrete stimulants like noradrenaline and other chemicals such as naloxone, which block the effects of the fake death pill. Basically, it wakes you up. Does that help?
Yeah.
Not a
Okay.
pleasant experience.
I'll try and explain it in more detail. The secretion of methionine and enkephalin triggered by the fake death pill causes the opioid receptors.
Oh, okay.
No,
think
it's
I get it now.
interesting. Come on.
You sure?
But I
Yeah.
get it.
But you must want to know a little bit more. There are 3 types of receptors: delta, kappa, and mu. Methionine and enkephalin acts on the...
Paramedic, I think Snake understands now. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, clear as crystal.
But
Major, I've got enough info about the pills, so I'm gonna get back to the mission now.
Yes, you do that.
hey, wait a...
For once, she was like, I can talk about my field.
When you're in the jungle, determining the position of your enemies is important. That's why you've been supplied with sensors. Use
Yeah, I
them well.
saw.
The anti-personnel sensor vibrates when it detects human life
Okay,
forms.
human. I thought maybe
Unlike other
snakes
sensors,
as well.
the
and stuff.
anti-personnel sensor has been adjusted to react to humans only, eliminating noise from animal detection. It can detect hidden, unmoving enemies, and the use of it doesn't betray your own position. But on the other hand, its accuracy lacks a bit, as it has trouble revealing the exact position of detected bodies. Keep that in mind. When you use it during first-person view, it'll work only in the direction you're facing.
Oh. Okay.
Your sensors and other electronic devices cannot be used indefinitely. Once they're activated, they consume battery power. Remember, all items draw power from a single battery. Once your battery runs out, all electronic gear becomes inoperable. You can check your remaining battery power with the
Excuse
icon
me.
of any item that uses electricity. Take care not to waste power. The battery recharges automatically when not in use.
Okay.
When you want to recharge the battery, unequip all electronic devices and give it some time.
All right.
The higher your stamina gauge, the faster your battery recharges.
That helps.
If you want it to recharge faster, eat food and recover your stamina.
Okay.
Also, if you run, roll, or do other dramatic actions, the battery will recharge faster.
Wait a second.
What is it?
The higher my stamina,
Yeah, that doesn't
the
make
faster my
sense.
battery recharges?
That's what I said.
But what does my stamina have to do with the battery?
Oh, yes, I see what you're getting at. Let's have Paramedic explain that. Paramedic?
Yes, sir. It's because Snake's battery uses bioelectricity.
Bioelectricity.
Bioelectricity
They have an explanation
is
for
electricity
everything.
emitted from cells. When the cells of living things are stimulated, sodium and potassium ions move rapidly through the cell membrane's ion channel, creating a difference in electric potential. The battery uses that energy to recharge. So unless your cells have plenty of nutrients, the recharge won't work well.
Amazing the kind of machines that are available now.
But this machine has not been made public. It was designed by a scientist at the CIA's Directorate of Science and Technology.
What kind of person was he?
The person who designed it?
Yeah,
I heard he was pretty strange.
stranger than the Major?
There's nothing strange about the Major.
My tea's gone. Who drank it? How am I supposed to have tea time without tea?
Well, not too strange, at least.
Hey, my scone's gone too.
Not the scone! Not the scone! It's gone!
Snake, what do you do when you get a new weapon or item?
I call
I
you.
put it in my backpack first.
But you know that you can't equip items that are still in your backpack, right?
Yeah, the only things that can be equipped with the weapon and item window buttons are items on my person.
Correct. If you want to equip an item, first you have to remove it from your backpack.
To place a weapon on your person, go to the survival viewer, then
Yeah,
backpack,
I got
then
that.
select weapon.
Sorry, I just
A
love.
list of weapons will be shown
See,
in
it
the
was
window in
funny.
the
Like,
upper
I don't want to
left.
miss those things.
Select the weapon you wish to put on your person with the left stick,
So I'm
and press the
trying
Enter
to
button to remove the weapon
circle
from your
back.
backpack and equip it to your person. However, you can only carry so many weapons at once on your person.
Of course.
Put unnecessary weapons back into your backpack. Select a weapon on your person from the weapon
Maybe your
list
stamina
and
goes
press the Enter button to put that weapon
lower
into your
faster
backpack.
if you have too many
Your
things on you.
situation
I don't know.
determines what weapons are most useful. Consider this when choosing which weapons to put on your person. Okay, Snake?
Major, what kind of place is this secret design bureau that Sokolov is heading?
The Soviets have a number of secret design bureaus like this one, each engaged in cutting-edge research. OKB-1, the bureau where the Voskhod spacecraft was developed and which plays a leading role in the Soviet space program, is one of those installations. Most of them are located in secret cities built in isolated areas, and we don't even know their exact locations, much less the nature of their research. And Sokolov's OKB-754 is the most secret bureau of them all. The intelligence communities of the West have tried time and again to find out what they're working on, but they've failed consistently.
So you have absolutely no idea what Sokolov is developing?
We've got
Metal
nothing.
Gear.
Then how did
No?
you get the information for this mission? It can't have been from Sokolov.
From the boss.
The boss?
That's right. She has her own intelligence channels,
Ah,
which she
does she
cultivated
now?
during the last war. She shared what she learned with us. That we were able to get the green light for this mission at all is thanks to her pull with the powers that be at the CIA. In other words, this mission would never have come together without the boss's help in a number of respects.
That's sussy.
Snake, aiming your gun during first-person view is a bit different from what you're used to in training.
When you aim your handgun in first-person view, align the front sight and the rear sight of the gun with the target, then fire.
No laser sight?
What?
A laser sight. I heard the military was developing them, but...
You want a laser sight? A well-trained soldier has no use for a laser sight. No training wheels on this mission, Snake. For the assault rifle and certain other weapons, pressing the weapon button will first ready the gun for shooting from the
Okay.
hip. If you're in a close quarters fight or other situation that requires immediate action, fire from that position. Observe where your shots are hitting and correct your aim accordingly.
So no
I
need to
understand,
hold.
but that doesn't sound too accurate.
Of course not. So when you require pinpoint targeting, like when firing from afar or sniping, hold the aim button to aim. Carefully align your front and rear sights to concentrate fire and gain a sharper view on your target.
Makes sense.
In the 2 years since Sokolov's asylum operation, I've spent all my time making preparations. And now is the time to show some results. Fox is a next-generation espionage organization designed to update us for 21st century operations that I propose to the CIA. Fox sends individuals who excel in espionage and special tactics on solo sneaking missions like this one. A next-generation unit that combines the skills of special forces units like the SAS and Green Berets with the know-how of an infiltration and espionage unit.
Military politics never was my strong suit.
What I'm trying to say is stealth. This is a stealth mission, crucial to the coming Cold War. The CIA director has always frowned upon Fox, but if this mission succeeds, Fox will be added to the CIA as an official
They already
unit.
knew the Cold War was
I intend
coming?
to make Fox the leader in special operations. And to that end, this mission must succeed.
Right.
They were already calling
I'm counting on you, Snake.
that? I'm gonna try someone else.
I see you caught yourself a reticulated python. The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them.
Okay.
They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most
Damn.
distinguishing feature is the mesh pattern of their scales. This pattern acts as a highly effective natural camouflage. If you think there might be a reticulated python about, pay close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there. It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun.
Alive.
I'll bet if you capture one and throw it at an enemy, it'll give him a good scare.
We can do
Right.
that?
But how do they taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
I mean,
Why else would I be asking?
Cannibal.
And what was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says. Ah, you're in luck. It says they taste pretty good.
cannibal,
Good.
because my name is
I can
Snake.
hardly wait.
She's judging me.
I see you found some Siberian ink cap mushrooms.
Yes, I did.
The Siberian ink cap is a mushroom from the ink cap family. Its life cycle is
Can
transitory.
I eat that?
As soon as the spores mature, the cap starts to turn black, liquefy, and melt away.
And that's why they call it an ink cap?
That's right. It doesn't really
That's
turn to
cool.
liquid, but you get the idea. In its immature state, before it melts away, it's valued as a source of food. Just be sure not to eat them while you're drinking alcohol.
Why's that?
Ink caps contain coprin, which inhibits the function of aldehyde dehydrogenase. This prevents the body from breaking down alcohol, causing a buildup of acetaldehyde,
Meaning?
meaning it will give you the hangover from hell.
Oh. Wait a minute.
What?
You think I'd drink alcohol in the middle of a mission?
Wouldn't you?
Hell no.
Well, I'm knocking a shot back now.
What?
Just teasing you. Oh, come on. Where's your sense of humor?
I need a drink.
That's the whole point.
Snake, that area is inhabited by the giant anaconda.
It is.
The giant anaconda is believed to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and diameter. It's not poisonous, but its large size
need to
makes it
hunt it
extremely
down.
powerful. They say it even eats crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man
And snake.
and snake.
Eh.
The giant anaconda is a very large snake, but you should be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So how does
Sorry.
it taste?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
I'm glad I didn't disappoint you. So,
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
good. I'll have to try some.
The gauge below your life gauge
Yeah.
is your stamina gauge. It shows, as the name suggests, your
Remaining stone. I'm
stam-
gonna. Yeah, this we know.
Eat food to recover
Cover your stamina. Yes.
Snake, that area is inhabited by magpies. Magpies are members of the crow family. They're distinguishable by their beautiful dark blue and white bodies and their long tails. Their
But what
favorite
does it
food is
taste
insects,
like?
but they'll also eat small fish, acorns, and fruit. They're omnivores, which means,
They'll eat anything.
right, just like you, huh? If you use the tranquilizer gun, you should be able to capture magpies alive.
Okay. So how do they taste?
You always ask me that.
Naturally. So,
I've never heard of anybody actually eating a magpie, but I suppose there's no reason
Maybe
you
they
couldn't.
make eggs.
you don't say.
Maybe they lay eggs and you can eat them. I don't know.
To take a rest, all you have to do is save and exit the game. The next time you load your save data and continue the game, your stamina and life will have recovered. How much they recover depends on how long of a rest you take.
So the longer I rest,
No
the more
way.
I'll recover.
That's right. If you're so exhausted that you don't even have the strength to find food, save the game and take a rest and you'll be back on your feet.
I hope that
No
never
way.
happens.
So do I. But you never know. Just don't forget, okay?
How does the
I
game
won't.
know? So if you spend a couple of days not playing the game and you come back, then like your health is full. What is going on with the hair here? What?
Snake, that area should be inhabited by tree frogs. The tree frog is a green frog that's found throughout Asia. It's arboreal, spending most of its time in shrubs and bushes. Use the tranquilizer gun to catch one alive. I bet you could scare an enemy good if you toss
I
one at him.
absolutely need to do that.
But the tree frogs that live in that jungle are a lot bigger than ordinary tree frogs.
They've got an appetite, huh?
You've got a one-track mind, don't you? But seriously, that is one theory. However, there are people who think it's a mutation caused by nuclear testing and waste from the research facility.
Oh.
Do you think they're safe to eat?
Is that all you ever think about?
Yes.
What else is there?
Lots.
Like what?
Alcohol.
Like why a frog would get so big in the first place. Whether it's a temporary phenomenon created by a unique environment,
Not sure it's
or a
safe to
permanent mark of
eat.
evolution, or a product of the toxic waste coming out of the research facility. If it is the waste that's causing it, then it means humans are interfering with the ecosystem. It really makes you think about the changing relationship between...
This isn't interesting.
Oh, fine. Be that way.
So, how about it?
You mean, is it edible?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's probably okay.
Probably.
I don't know. The guide doesn't say anything.
Oh.
Pretty useless guide, if you ask me.
I don't think I'll eat those
Well,
frogs.
try one for dinner and you can help improve it.
True.
To eat food,
I'll eat one
press
and then
the
call
start
her.
button to enter the survival viewer, then select food. Select the
save
food you want
beforehand.
to eat and press the enter button. Select eat and you will eat the selected food. When you eat, you will recover your stamina, but the extent of recovery depends on what you eat. When your stamina is down only slightly, you should save your tastier morsels for later.
But not for too long
But
because they
don't
rot.
leave food for too long or it'll rot. This is where a little planning ahead goes a long way.
Paramedic.
What's up?
Are you a medic or a doctor?
I'm a well-respected physician, or I was until I joined the CIA.
How is your reputation?
My what?
Your reputation.
Oh, that.
How was it?
Why? Don't you trust me?
That's not what I meant.
Fine then.
So,
So what?
your reputation, how was it?
My, you're relentless.
Hey, I'm a snake. So,
My reputation was spotless. I'm highly skilled, patient, and good-looking to boot. Everybody wanted to see me. What else would you expect? No, seriously.
Incidentally, her nickname back then was Quack.
Major.
is that true?
Is what true?
Quack.
Your nickname.
No. Well, maybe a few people did call me that.
So you were a quack.
No. Well, yes and no. I mean, in a sense I was, but then again I wasn't.
Snake, her skills as a doctor are beyond reproach. You have my word on that.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say,
A
Snake.
quack.
Then why did they call her quack?
It's because she...
Never mind that. It doesn't matter. We've got a job to do and we have to stay focused. Besides, my past doesn't have anything to do with the mission and...
Because she never shuts up.
Yes, that's it.
No, that's not it. Snake, tell him that's not true. Say something.
I gotta get back to the mission.
Yes, you do that.
Just a minute. Snake, don't you hang up on me.
That's so good. Hey, quack.
If you have any questions about stamina or healing, just ask me. I'll tell you everything you need to know. It'll have to be over the radio, though.
So you won't be able to see me naked then.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm devastated. But I'll bet that 50 years from now, you'll be able to see who you're talking to on the radio.
I'll be retired from active duty by then.
I don't know. Somebody somewhere might just decide to give you a call.
Wouldn't surprise me. Let's both pray that never happens.
Wow.
You should be able to find Russian oyster mushrooms in that area. The Russian oyster mushroom is an edible variety that belongs to the shimeji family.
Japanese?
It's known to be particularly rich in vitamin B1 and niacin. Apparently, it's usually found growing on tree stumps and hollow logs, so look there if you want to eat some.
Okay. Cool.
Say, Snake, about that helmet and oxygen mask you took off right after you parachuted in?
Oh, those? Those are the helmet assembly and oxygen system assembly I used to make the halo jump. The helmet is fitted with a bayonet fastener that attaches to the oxygen mask. It's also got earphones and a boom mic.
I'm not interested in all that stuff.
So why did you bring it up?
It reminds me of something.
Reminds you of something.
Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
The mask.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it is, and I can't stop thinking about it.
That's what you've been thinking about?
Yeah, every time I'm about to remember it, it slips away from me again. Don't you just hate that? I know I've seen it somewhere before. Any ideas?
Psycho Mantis.
How
But
would
Psycho
I?
Mantis is
That's
not
it.
born yet.
What?
The Fly.
The Fly,
Fly.
the movie?
Yeah, it finally came to me. You look just like him. Oh, I feel better.
The Fly?
From the movie, The Fly?
Oh,
You've never seen it?
Lord.
No.
That movie.
Jeez, where have you been? It's about this scientist who's conducting teleportation experiments when he gets mixed up with a fly and ends up with the fly's head attached to his body.
That movie's
Never
crazy.
heard of it.
That's too bad. It's a good movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it in full.
A fruit called the Russian false mango grows in that area.
False mango.
The Russian false mango is a mango-like fruit found only in Selinoyarsk. The egg-shaped fruit is sweet and tangy with a pleasing aroma, just like a mango. Also, the seeds can be used to make a medicine that aids in digestion.
Oh,
It might come in handy if you ever have an upset stomach.
okay. False mango, eh?
When you get hurt, your body will heal itself naturally over time.
Nice.
However, the speed at which your life recovers depends on how much stamina you have at the time. The more stamina you have, the faster you'll recover. So if you want your wounds to heal quickly, you should eat something and replenish your stamina
And
first.
maybe crouching? Just like in MGS2 or...
That area is home to the reticulated python.
Oh!
The
We've circled
reticulated
back.
python is said to be the longest.
I mean, not really.
You should be able to find Siberian ink cat.
It's just because we found them already.
You should be able to find.
We circled back! Let's fucking go! Alright, next. The boss or Major Tom? I don't think I circled back.
Sokolov should be at the abandoned factory to...
We did. Very nice. The boss.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle. To use camouflage, first press the Start button to go to the Survival viewer. Then select Camouflage and press the Enter button. Select Uniform to select Battle Fatigues.
That's nice.
And Face to select
Oh,
face
and face
paint.
paints too.
Choose battle fatigues that match the surrounding environment. The most effective camouflage is attained by selecting fatigues that blend in with the environment. Camouflage
love that.
patterns that stand out in your
That's pretty
surroundings
cool.
will attract attention. Visibility is poor in the jungle, so you'll be finding yourself in a lot of unexpected encounters. Naturally, this means that close quarters combat will be more important than ever.
So I'll have plenty of chances to use CQC then.
That's right. In proximity encounters, firing a gun isn't necessarily the best response to every situation.
Press
It's
circle.
only one option among many. Rather than taking the time to draw, aim, and fire a gun, engaging your opponent in hand-to-hand combat can sometimes be a faster and more reliable way of subduing him. Besides, in a sneaking mission like this one, it's too dangerous to go around firing your gun. You'll end up revealing yourself to the enemy.
Yeah, I know. You created CQC to deal with exactly this type of situation.
With your help, of course. In a battle situation, you'll only have a split second to decide how to attack. Use the weapon button to attack using a weapon, and the CQC button to attack using CQC.
I do love a good CQC.
Press the CQC button once to throw a punch.
That's an added
Pressing it multiple
line.
times in succession will allow you to deliver a combo attack. But striking your opponent is just one aspect of CQC. It doesn't
can
really start to
choke.
shine until you've got your enemy in a hold.
Yes.
Press and hold down the CQC button to grab
Okay.
your opponent with your right hand.
So not with square.
From there, you can use the left stick to knock your opponent off balance and throw him to the ground. This can be used to knock an opponent out in a single blow. If you don't press the left stick, grapple with your enemy until you're behind them and can get your knife to their throat. Grabbing an enemy from behind and holding your knife against his throat will render him virtually powerless.
Okay.
From this point, there are several things you can do. By double-clicking the left stick button, you can slit his throat by using your knife.
Ooh.
Move the left stick and press the CQC button to throw the enemy to the ground.
Yeah.
Tap the CQC button rapidly to choke the enemy. You can use this to knock him out or even kill him if you do it long enough. By continuing to hold down the CQC button, you can move around while keeping your grip on the enemy. By pressing the weapon button, you can aim your currently equipped weapon at another enemy.
Yeah, that's so
With
cool.
their comrade
I need
acting
to
as a
try
human
those things.
shield, the enemy will be reluctant to attack you. Press the left stick button to press your knife against the enemy and demand information.
Ooh.
You'll be surprised at how much you can learn this way.
Ooh,
But don't
that's
get too
cool.
complacent. While your enemy may be powerless in your grip, he'll use any opportunity he can to counterattack.
With L2.
You can only use CQC to grab enemies when your right hand is free to grab and pull them toward you. In other words, when you're barehanded or equipped with a one-handed weapon like a survival knife or a handgun. You won't be able to grab hold of enemies when equipped with two-handed weapons, such as the assault rifle or weapons such as hand grenades that don't leave your right hand free to control the enemy.
So in other words, I can't throw enemies with CQC when I'm holding an assault rifle or a hand grenade.
Makes sense.
Exactly. Don't forget it.
Makes sense.
I see you wearing the olive drab uniform. Olive drab,
You
or
see
OD
me?
for short, is what you might call the pre-camouflage uniform. Plain-colored OD fatigues are still worn by infantry today, but they'll be replaced sooner or later by patterned camouflage. As you can see, it's got no colors or markings on it, so of course it won't make
So
a
I
very
should
effective
switch.
disguise. You should change into some other type of camouflage as soon as
I'll
you
do.
can.
I'll make sure to do that.
The gun you're using is a test model of a suppressor-equipped pistol currently in development by the Navy that's been modified by the CIA into a tranquilizer gun. The suppressor-equipped pistol it's derived from is itself being developed for use by special forces based on the M39.
The Mark 22.
That's what they're going to call it if they decide to adopt it for official use. It uses a slide lock mechanism that will keep the firing sound down to a minimum.
But I'll have to reload it by hand every time I fire, right?
Right. You won't be able to fire multiple shots at once, so make every shot count. Aim for the enemy's vital spots. There's talk of designing the Mark 22 to accommodate special subsonic rounds, but for this mission, you'll be using specifically designed tranquilizer rounds. In a way, these tranquilizer rounds are like miniature syringes. When one of them strikes a target, the impact causes a needle contained within to shoot out. At the same time, chemicals inside the round are mixed to create a gas, which pushes the plunger and injects the tranquilizer into the target. You can knock out an enemy immediately by shooting them in the head. But if you shoot them in the arm or leg,
Yeah, just like
the tranquilizing agent will
in
take some
MGS
time to
too.
set in. Aim carefully.
Of course.
Normally, you would ask a fellow soldier how well your camouflage is working. But this is a solo sneaking mission,
I see it
so
at the
nobody
top
out
right
there is on
corner,
your
it's
side.
okay.
You have to determine how well your camouflage is working by yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, that's what the camo index is for.
Yep.
The camo index tells you how well you've imitated the surroundings. The higher the index, the more well disguised you are. With a high enough camo index, you can even fool enemies inches away. If you are in an area where encounters are a high concern, keep your camo index high. Got it? In my day, I did my share of sneaking into enemy territory.
You mean since World War II?
Yeah, mostly snatch missions.
Snatch mission. That's where you abduct an enemy officer without killing him, right?
Right. That's where I got the original idea for CQC. In a snatch mission, taking out the target's escorts by shooting them is not an option. If the enemy hears the gunshot, they'll know there's an intruder and tighten security.
Yeah.
And the target will sense danger and try to get away.
You needed a way to take out the guards and secure the target without making a sound.
That's crazy.
That was the idea. The CQC style that you and I developed is based on the techniques I cultivated during those
So we
missions.
developed it really together.
First time I've heard this.
Huh?
You've never told me any of this before.
I didn't?
No. Why? Why didn't you tell me this before? Why now?
I have my reasons.
That's weird. That's weird.
This is a solo sneaking mission. There's no one out there to support you.
Except the radio.
You'll need to be more than just a soldier. You'll have to be a medic, a pilot, and even a cook.
You don't need to remind me.
I'm glad to hear that.
Glad to hear what?
That you haven't changed a bit. The truth is, you're nervous, aren't you?
I'm not nervous.
There's no need to be embarrassed. No one's ever attempted a mission like this before. In fact, you might say that getting nervous is the natural way to react. Relax. That's why you have the survival viewer. The
I'm not
survival
nervous.
viewer contains everything
I'm
you'll
fine.
need to stay alive in the field.
As the player.
Use camouflage to
I'm
change
excited,
your camouflage.
is what I
Backpack
am.
to select a weapon. Food to eat. And cure to heal yourself. The map option lets you view the map. And the options function lets you change the settings to suit your individual style. The survival viewer is going to be your best friend in this mission, so learn to make the most of it.
I wonder if she knows we're gonna fight and we'll have to kill her or something like that. Like, she is telling us all this now because she knows later she has to die, and she's like, you don't question orders, you gotta do what you gotta do, you don't think about that, la la la. So maybe she was ordered to get killed by us or something like that. I'm not sure.
Choose battle fatigues that match the surrounding environment. The most effective camouflage is
Sorry,
attained
my
by
nose is
selecting
itchy.
fatigues that blend in with the environment. Camouflage
Okay.
pattern.
I think we circled back. Let me just make sure.
It takes more than just clothes to make a good disguise. To camouflage yourself effectively,
Face paint,
you'll need to wear
yeah.
face paint. Face paint is camouflage applied to the face. Bare skin sticks out like a sore thumb in the jungle, so always protect yourself with face paint. Choose a color that matches the features of your surroundings and use your finger to apply the face paint. Start by applying a light color, then gradually move up in darkness. That way, even if you make a mistake, you can cover it up with a later, darker color. In order to flatten the appearance of your face, use light colors on areas of the face that recede and dark colors on areas that protrude. Open the survival viewer,
Can I
go to
literally do
camouflage,
that?
then select face, and you'll find a selection of face paints. Be sure to select a face paint that makes you blend right into your surroundings, okay? Camouflage is about blending in with nature. To
Stay
ensure
low and
effective
keep
camouflage,
still. As long as you have camouflage fatigues, face paint damage on your stomach, you don't need to be concerned without being spotted by a distant enemy. Normal camouflage will keep you hidden from an enemy if you're running around. Yeah, of course. You can check camo index.
hunters have known about camouflage since ancient.
Yeah, only quite recently then by military. Alright, more protective coloring than true camouflage. During that war, weapons such as aircraft cannon and warships were painted in camouflage colors. It was almost never used to disguise individual soldiers. Widespread use of camouflage began in World War II. I didn't know that. Germans and the Russians in particular made active use of it in battle. Nowadays, with the Cold War raging. Okay, yeah, the Cold War was already started in '64. Yeah. Eastern Bloc has been hard at work developing all sorts of camouflage patterns. In the West, the French implemented it in the paratrooper corps and SAS during the Wars of Independence in Indochine. Never saw it used in Korea though. America has lagged behind other countries incorporating camouflage. They're only just beginning to consider introducing it in certain units. Why is that? Apparently there are those in the US military who consider camouflage too passive a technique. Morons. You're telling me. But now more and more people are beginning to appreciate how useful and important camouflage can be. I'm sure the brass will see the light soon enough.
To place a weapon on your person, go to the survival.
Yeah, we know that as well. You place it on your person. You put back the others that you don't need.
The sooner you find the enemy, the better you'll be able to deal with the situation. So be sure to make use of sensors like the motion detector and active sonar.
But the battery goes down.
When you aim your handgun in first person,
Yeah, okay. I think we're good.
Saving the game, Snake?
Yes, because I talked to everybody and that was like almost an hour straight of just talking. Here we go!
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
He hasn't
It's
seen any
about
movies.
this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh?
Poor
Then the
Godzilla.
Marshall Islands must
Always
be crawling
take his
with giant
side.
monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance.
Yeah.
It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
It's so funny because they just came out with a new Godzilla. Like, recently. So yeah, when did this game came out? Was it in 2004? I didn't check. 2005 maybe? I don't know. When this came out, this game. But Kojima knew, eh? He knew. Obviously. Obviously would still be popular. Okay, let's see camouflage. Let's see uniform. Naked. God damn, my dude. God damn. Nothing worn on the upper body. Let me see. What if I call paramedic like this?
The gauge below your life gauge is...
Aw, she's not commenting. I mean, I know she doesn't see me, la la la, like they said, but...
Snake, did you take off your uniform?
Yeah,
What's the matter?
How does she know?
needed to loosen up.
I know there's a naked option under uniform in the camouflage window that lets you take off your uniform. But without a uniform on, your camo index will remain low, and you'll burn through your stamina more quickly. So stop acting like a fool and put some camouflage on now. Did you hear me?
She's like a mother.
Yeah.
Like a mother.
Stalking is a movement technique that eliminates even the sound of your footsteps.
Oh, that's like a master.
Stalking involves putting your weight on your rear foot, then stepping forward slowly with your front foot. Before putting down the front foot, use the tip of your foot to check for dangerous objects or branches that might create a noise when stepped upon. Once you've determined the spot is safe to step on, slowly lower your foot to the ground, placing it down from the outside edge first, and then slowly lowering your weight onto the foot.
That's crazy.
Throughout the entire process, you have to strain your calves to retain balance. But all you need to do is press the directional button in the direction you wish to move. When stalking, you can move without creating sound with your footsteps. And since your posture is low while stalking, you are that much less likely to be spotted by the enemy. Since you move cautiously while stalking, you will be able to detect a trap on the ground before it is set off. However, the slow, concentrated movement while stalking consumes high amounts of stamina. Switch between walking and running with the left stick and stalking with the directional buttons depending on the situation.
Oh, that's cool.
In the jungle, it's absolutely crucial to keep...
Secret, no. Use tape to secure metal objects and other items that seem likely to produce noise. After you secure your gear, jump up and down to see whether it makes a sound. Don't worry, I remember the drill. Wait, so walking with this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is nice. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I saw that depending on the oh, this is face, sorry. So plus 40 is much better. Effective in underbush, but if I put tree bark, then people see me like from miles away. Or black. Oh, look amazing though. So this one is the best. And then for face, woodland would be best. Just standing like that. It looks like Jack. Oh shit, that's crazy. Just standing like that is 50% already. Alright, backpack. We have life medicine, fake the pill revival, Sager, binoculars, and anti-personnel sensor. We only have 8 spots basically. For weapons, we also have 8 spots. These I could eat. Food. Yeah. I don't really need right now, but I kind of want to try it. Snake eater! It was tasty. Oh, cage. 3 cages, so I can take 3 different animals, live animals. Okay. Options. That's fine. Map. Ooh, very cool. All right, we're good. That's better. Already 50. That's much better. I want to put the scope as accessible. And I'm sorry, I shot something. I did. A mushroom. You need to keep pressing square. Okay, it's the same as MGS2. That worked. It's sleeping! Can I keep it? Catch any animal alive! A giant anaconda? I have it? I mean, you can view it. Said to be tasty. My anaconda don't... Could I possibly equip and then call paramedic?
The gauge below your life.
Oh, come on. I know about this.
Paramedic.
Hmm?
You said you like movies, right?
I love them.
About the Major's code name.
Major Tom?
Oh!
Yeah. He sounded like he wasn't sure whether or not Tom was the name of the tunnel that worked in The Great Escape.
So I heard.
So was it?
Was it what?
Was Tom really the name of the tunnel that worked?
Right.
So it was Tom.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Why should I know?
You watch a lot of movies, don't you?
Yeah.
But you've never seen The Great Escape.
No.
Oh!
Why not?
It didn't look interesting.
You don't watch movies that don't look interesting.
That's right.
And yet you've seen The Fly.
The Fly
It looked interesting.
And it was.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
Nothing. Tell me, what other kind of movies do you like?
Let's see. There's the Quartermass Experiment, and It Conquered the World, and Earth versus the Spider. Oh, and Mondo Cane.
Why is
Did I
it
say
in
something
French?
Forget it.
Why is it in French suddenly? Am I tripping? Why was it in French?
The gauge below your life gauge is your stamina gauge. It
That
shows,
was
as the name
weird.
suggests, your remaining stamina. As you consume stamina, your natural life regeneration is slowed, and your hands shake more.
That was weird. Why? Was it a French movie? I don't think it was. Oh, I'm so confused. Wait, boss is gonna be happy with me, right? I did great with my
I see
camouflage.
you're wearing the leaf pattern camouflage.
Thank you.
The leaf pattern was developed to provide cover in forest
Yeah, yeah.
environments.
I know,
US
I did good,
military
right?
isn't the only one using it. Countries that anticipate operating in forest environments are developing various types of patterns, each suited to the vegetation of the particular region. The Soviets and the Eastern European countries all use their own unique patterns. Leaf pattern camo will give you an especially low profile in areas of thick vegetation.
I know. All right, let's keep the snake for now. Okay, why? Okay. Swampland. Okay. There's like bees. Oh Jesus. That scared me. Okay. Oh. Oh. I can totally see you. Oh, nice. Okay, could I shoot that? There's 3 of them. Sorry. Oh God. Oh Jesus. I woke him up or what? There's another one. Oh my God, what happened? Okay. I guess I got caught or something. Alright, we're starting this very well. It's all good. Why did it wake up though? I think it's because I walked like on it. Oh, there are many of them. Maybe my stamina was off? I don't know. I want that. Jesus. I don't think I have a cage big enough for those. I think I just grabbed a gun. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, go up, go up. Okay. Oh my God. And now I'm dirty. Let's see in my backpack. I think I just grabbed, what was it? Or it was just, oh, maybe it was just ammo. Can you please not attack me? Thank you. I'm just passing through. Give me that. Oh! Nice. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. It was an ointment and something else. Let me just maybe grab a bird. There's a couple of them around here. Here we go. I got you. I got you! I got a bird! I got a bird. I got a bird. Okay, let me just...
I see you've got yourself a Baltic hornet's nest.
Yes!
Baltic hornets are a variety of hornets that inhabit that area. The difference between them and other hornets is that they produce honey in their nests. Inside the nests are larvae, pupa, and adults. You can eat them all. In particular, the honey you find inside the nest is delicious and full of nutrients. It's easy to digest and helps pep you up when you're feeling tired. In short, it's the perfect survival food. Honey can also be used as a burn ointment.
Oh!
When honey is applied to a burn, it creates a protective coating over the skin.
Cool.
When you knock down a hornet's nest, a burn ointment will appear along with it, so don't forget to pick it up. Of course, the hornets aren't going to give up their nest without
Yeah,
a
but
fight.
going into
If
the...
you knock a nest down, a large swarm of hornets will come flying out.
Going
so
into
be
the
careful.
mud helped.
Eat food to recover stamina.
Okay. I also got a bird. Let me save again,
Do you want to save?
just in case.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
how rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Fine, I'll just get to the point,
Wow.
Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out
Alligators
Okay.
and
there.
crocodiles.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
You started it.
The riz on this man. Oh. Okay. I am ready for some action. I really love the change of scenery from the first games. Maybe I should just kill... Gimme. My stamina is going well though. Like, I don't really need... Thank you. I don't need much. Oh. Okay. Dremuch. package. It looks amazing. There's someone!
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet
I'm
territory is already
excited.
a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage
But
by selecting
wanted to
camouflage
try.
from the survival
I
viewer.
wanted to try to
The
interrogate
uniform option lets
with
you
L2.
pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing
I've already
camouflage
done
that
that.
blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index
looks
shows
like,
how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area.
Rambo?
The higher the value,
Right.
the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Or maybe Arnold in Predator. Okay. Oh my god, he's already coming here. Well, shit. Oh my god. I was not prepared. He said don't engage, but I'm like... I really want to give it a try. Because I could grab from behind with circle and then L2, right? Mama said. Nice. He's just knocked out though. Ah! Ah! Is that it? Oh, there's something in here. Bug juice. The other one is currently turning his back. Is there something here? Because I came from there, right? Oh yeah. Oh. Dragon of Sniper Rifle? Thank you. I'm gonna check everything I just got. Let me just see. It's not gonna be here. It's gonna be in my backpack, right? My anaconda. I'm sorry. Stun grenade I would love to have. And also this, of course. Magpie. The snake. That's fine. Bug juice. Now, what is that? Oh. Well, how do I use the scope? Okay. And then stun is pretty good too. I just want info. A bug repellent keeps away hornets and leeches while it lasts. Ah. Let me just call paramedic.
That area is home to the Sunda whistling thrush.
Oh.
The Sunda whistling thrush is a bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest. If you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So...
How does it taste?
yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
The guide doesn't say. I guess there's no reason you couldn't eat them.
Oh,
I think I pressed maybe
But it's nice and plump, so I'm sure it'd make
the
a hearty
joystick
meal.
when I was
That's a good
choking.
Snake, if you or one of your comrades is wounded in battle, what do you usually do?
I call for a medic.
What if there's no medic nearby?
I don't even want to think about that.
Think about it.
That's my worst nightmare. Any soldier can perform basic first aid, but it takes a specialist to perform the more complicated procedures. I know a lot of guys who'd still be alive today if they'd had access to a medic.
Me too. So I got to thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could parachute medics into the front lines where they're needed most?
You bet. That's why you're called paramedic.
Yeah. With a unit like that, we could save a couple of lives, huh?
It's amazing.
No.
No?
Not a couple. We could save many lives.
Thanks. I think the Army needs a unit like that.
For sure.
And if no one else will do it, I'm going to create one myself.
Sounds like a plan.
Will you help me?
Count on it.
That's certainly a strange-looking grenade you've got there.
There we go.
Yeah. I've never seen one like
Stun
this.
grenade.
What is it?
It must be a new type of grenade developed by the Russians. From what I can tell, it's a non-lethal weapon that uses a flash of light and intense sound
Very
to
useful.
overpower the senses of human targets. You can probably use that grenade to knock out the enemy without killing them. It might prove useful.
For sure. Okay. Is he still down? Probably. I don't know how long they stay knocked out. So I need to get on moving. I see pears. This. Mangoes. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, we can go up? Does he come all the way around and that's why we can go up? Oh shit.
This is HQ.
Control here. We're being attacked. Enemy position unknown. Going into high alert.
Shit.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Will they see me up here? I should go into the bushes. Shit.
What the?
Shit. Shit, 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 shit.
This is HQ.
They can see me? Oh, fuck. Well, okay. Oh, shoot. There are so many of them. Oh boy. And this is not going good. That's so bad. Ah, they can see me. Well, fuck, what do I do? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna restart, to be honest. Let's just die. Let's die, cause like I don't I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We need our first game over. I mean, technically we got it in the swamp. Oh. Wait. We got a automatic save. Okay, but I was not ready to leave, to be fair. Okay, so there's one dude there. And there's another here. Oh god. He's gonna see me for sure. There's no way.
Who was that?
I don't know. I don't know how to I just want to try things out right now, guys. So sorry. I just wanted to try. Oh my god. Let's just die again. Yeah, I want to try to interrogate, but every time I do circle, it just takes them and throws them. Maybe I need to just press once, but I'm afraid if I press only once, it's gonna just punch. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm trying things out right now, but I guess we'll have plenty of other occasions to try. So let's just continue. But yeah. I wanted to try things out, but... see one dude there. Oh, he's moving. He's moving towards here. I don't think there's anyone else though. I don't know if in options I can take off the first person view. Additional. Probably not. No! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all. I meant to return to main screen, but it was returned to title screen. This episode is so scuffed. Oh my god. It really is. Okay. And then let's just do one press. Okay, that didn't work. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't see. All right. There's another dude. Okay. No. I'm not here.
This is HQ.
Roll here. We're being attacked. Enemy position unknown. Going into high alert.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
There's two.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem.
I'm sorry.
Understood. Return to your position.
Please, please move. Please move. Please move. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Jesus. My Jesus. Okay. This one is gonna see for sure.
What's wrong?
Fuck. Please sleep, please sleep, please sleep. Sleep. Dude. Are you kidding me right now? I need to go. I used so many bullets. I used way too many. Oh my god. We're gonna get better, okay? Oh. We have a cutscene this time. We did not have that on alert mode. Ah, we can use the environment. For sure.
Huh? I hear something. There's nothing here.
Oh my god. What is that on top there? A kerotan. Oh. Oh my god, there's another one. There's 3. I thought they would get attacked by the bees, but that's not what happened. Huh? That is what happened! Let's fucking go! Oh! Yay! Are they gone? They are. Okay, they were not bees the first time. They were mangoes, I think, or something. My suppressor is almost done for already. Okay, I don't see anyone. This is so stressful. Holy! It's really fun though. I need to save. I should save. If I exit to title menu again, I will scream. Beekeep.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter.
Whew.
I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring
This is going
Sokolov
to
back
be
alive.
difficult.
He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Let me save right here.
Do you want to save?
Yes, please. I'm gonna try to not use my gun as much. Because the suppressor is gonna break.
Snake, have you heard of It Came from Outer Space?
Yeah, you told me already.
So this astronomer sees a meteor, but it's really an alien spaceship, right? And the aliens start replacing the townspeople with clones and forcing them to help repair the ship. The 3D effects were quite realistic.
I've got all the real I can handle here in the jungle.
No, you don't get it. Precisely because it's realistic, with the images jumping out of the screen at you, it makes for a nice escape from reality. I have to admit it made my eyes tired, but it was really intense. Unfortunately, they don't make very many of those movies anymore.
When did it come out?
I was still in college, so probably about 10 years ago.
Guess I'm out of luck then.
You know, they're coming out with household versions of video cassette recorders. One day you'll be able to see old movies anytime you want. It'll be like having a movie theater in your own home.
It's crazy.
Really?
It's like if you had a record with movie film etched onto it instead of music. It'll work the same way.
You're kidding.
No, really. And someday they might make movies where you control the characters yourself.
Sounds like magic.
It'll happen. Make sure you stay alive to see it, Snake.
I love that.
Snake, Sokolov is imprisoned in the northeast area.
Yes, okay. Don't engage with the enemy, of course. I can do that. I can do that. It's fine. Do we have some new... Oh, I could eat, maybe? I could use my alive... Oh, it wasn't good, but it did really well. Let me put... I have some places, so I could put a giant anaconda, a magpie, and a python to distract them. I think if I go here... Sorry, and then behind that... Okay, there's another dude coming. But I could... Oh, that's really...
What's that sound?
That's close to me. Okay, I could try the anaconda.
There's nothing here.
Oh.
Here we go. And then through here. Ma anaconda. Oh. It should be okay. 90%, like. The other one is right there. I just need to go through here. But I don't know after that if there's any other dudes. Oh, I see. I could see one around here. Now, could I change my camouflage here? Squares. And like this. You can change on the fly. That's pretty cool. Okay, so northeast. I don't even know. Wait. I have a map. Uh-huh. Okay, the little X is my guess. So far so good. I mean, I don't see anyone in here.
Huh?
Oh shit.
Who's that?
No, no, no. You don't.
Nobody here.
Oh my god, that was scary.
What's that sound?
Oh shit, they can hear. Oh god. Should have thought.
There's nothing here.
I think I can go from up here, right? Like, what is this? No? Can't? I need to get out of under here. There was something I could pick up though. No, no, don't bite me. Maybe in the middle here. My stamina is doing fine, so let's just go around. No. Okay, I don't know where. I don't know where. It's fine. I can get out. I could... No. I could get out here. Or here. Here there's grass, so that's cool, but I saw someone earlier coming around here, so... this dude. Exactly this dude. So should I go out the other side instead? Did you just go up? Is there like stairs? No. Okay. So maybe from outside? I really thought I could get on like from the ground, but apparently not. Okay, there's no one here. Okay. I am not well hidden right now. I don't know if he's gonna come here. Yes. How do I get inside? Are you gonna stay there forever? Goodness. Okay. Uh-huh. We can go on top here. Can I? Yes. Okay, I see. I'm sure we can hide in those lockers
What's that sound?
as well. Fuck off. It was just the birds.
There's nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing here, bitch. So when there's CQC written at the bottom, you can attack at close range, basically close quarter combat. So that's pretty cool. Okay, there is this dude who seems to be going the other way. I just wonder if he's gonna leave and I can just drop down. Okay. Can we? We can. Oh shoot. You're kidding. Okay, yeah, no, I can't. It's there, right?
Major, I'm in front of so.
The door won't open, of course. I'm alerted. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, damn, we were doing so good. Now I don't know what to do. Like, can we... Thank you.
This is HQ.
Requesting for backup, of course. Okay.
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The situation is normal.
Understood. Return to your position.
Okay, this one is leaving. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Who's that? Radio, we need backup.
Please go under. Oh my god. This is so bad. This is not going well. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to... I don't know if I can not use stalking. Maybe just using... Because I use stalking, but it's so slow. If I use going just slow with the joystick, I wonder if they would hear me, or if I can, you know, do something. And I wanted to grab him, but like, jeez.
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here.
Understood. Return to your position.
I could shoot him, but like my suppressor though. My suppressor though. Is it that I have 3 of them? Like the X3? If that's the case, then that would be okay. Oh, there he is. I don't want to use my gun too much, but it's so useful. It's burning his work.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
That's his name, Major Zero? Major
Zero.
Tom? He said sorry for
I have
being
a
late.
message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
Thunderbolt.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret
Patriots
weapons
were
research
already
facility much like this one,
there as well, right?
OKB 812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it.
Boss
you
fight?
must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
Oh boy.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
When did we speak Russian? Are we speaking Russian at the moment, but it's in English? Like, I'm confused. The mentor being boss, right?
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Uh-huh. There's gonna be no one. Look at my camouflage. So good. What is he doing? Oh no. They are letting us leave.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Is that Ocelot?
Huh? We meet at last.
No way.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
No way!
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
It's young Revolver
Soldier.
Ocelot.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Why is he so hot? That's problematic.
Sokolov is ours. Get
Oh
out of
no! Oh no, he's
Ocelot
hot.
never lets his prey escape.
Oh, that's where
What?
it comes from, eh? His name.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
His voice.
Sokolov, take
So
cover.
different. He's so young.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Nope. I mean, nope.
GRU operatives!
What kind of call is that?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
It locked?
Major! Leave it!
It got
Shoot
stuck?
the other one! Whoa!
I don't know if it's the same ocelot or not, but I'm guessing. It checks out with his age.
Impossible.
He's like 20 here.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
Aha!
You filthy American dog!
He will listen though.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
That was so cool. I loved it. You're pretty good. I've heard that before.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Young gun. I should take some food actually. A mouse trap. They have nothing. They really have nothing. I need to leave before they wake up. Goddamn. Now where? Oh, I haven't been everywhere. Let me just see. I should probably save actually. That would be a better idea. Says I without saving. There's a room I haven't seen. Let me just open these. Can't I? Oh, really? I thought we could maybe... Ah, that's the roll. Sorry, I didn't even do it at all. Up there. I haven't seen up there. Aha! Ah, I got another suppressor. Okay, I see. So now it's gonna be 4, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. I can use it. I can use it more, it's okay. Alright, let me just save. And if I call the boss, it's not gonna answer, right? It's gonna be no response, I think. Ooh, yeah, it was time to save.
Have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
All the movies.
No, can't say I have.
It's about this
I'm gonna stop
expedition
soon,
that
guys.
goes to the planet Altair 4 in an ultra-fast spaceship. When they arrive, they meet the survivor of the last expedition, Dr. Morbius.
Oh no.
Dr. Morbius was exploring the planet along with his daughter Altera and the versatile Robbie the robot. Ignoring the doctor's warnings, the expedition team is suddenly attacked by an invisible creature called the Monster from the Id.
It's like a
Special
vampire.
effects they used for the science stuff were really neat. I wish I had a robot like Robbie that could make anything I wanted it to.
I'm more interested in that invisible monster. If I were invisible, I wouldn't have to bother hiding or wearing camouflage.
Maybe someday you'll be able to turn invisible.
Yeah.
With the
that'll
stealth
be the day.
camouflage! Ah, that's great. Yeah, no response. Okay.
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights set on Sokolov. GRU is a military espionage outfit, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. It competes with the KGB, which is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the two are always watching each other.
Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Exactly. Now, added to that rivalry, there's a vicious power struggle going on between the Khrushchev faction and the anti-Khrushchev faction.
So Khrushchev is using the KGB, and Volgin and the anti-Khrushchev forces are using the GRU?
That's the idea. The two factions are fighting over Sokolov. We're in an extremely dangerous situation here.
Yeah, I'm aware of
We
that.
can use that to our advantage,
Get
though.
Sokolov out of there safely. He must not be turned over to the KGB or to the GRU. Sokolov took off in the direction of the rope bridge. Get after him. Hurry!
The rope bridge, okay. Gotcha. I should change back to, I think, woodland and leaf. I'm loving it so far. Story seems very interesting too.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
That scared me.
Look.
Oh my god.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
The ancestor to Metal Gear.
Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Something's gonna happen for sure to that bridge. He's gonna get killed. There's no way. But a lot of them want him alive to finish the weapon though. So there's that. Go faster. Is that the boss? It is. Of course.
Boss?
Only the mission matters, eh? She's gonna double cross.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
No, he doesn't.
Huh?
I have bug juice, I have bug juice. Let's use the bug juice. What is that?
Hornets.
Not another superpower freak. Oh lord. Two of them. A hornet dude and a flying dude. And there's the helicopter. Maybe that's the one I remember. I don't know. Future boss fights, eh?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
Okay.
Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood.
How many?
Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country.
Thunderbolt, obviously. Okay.
And to my unit.
Gotcha. Oh boy.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Wow.
Huh?
No way you can beat her. She literally taught you, like, there's no way.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live.
She's not gonna agree with that.
If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
No way. He's gonna plant them.
He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
She's not gonna kill us.
Jack, you can't come with us.
She's gonna throw us overboard, I think. Oh, we took the bandana! Oh, we didn't have one. Now we're gonna have the boss's one. Infinite ammo? I'm joking.
The
new blood
has been rejected.
I didn't plug that in because it was much larger, hers, but he's just gonna put it smaller, I guess.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Obviously, she was gonna betray us.
Shagohod is ours.
Shagohod. What is that? Mother Russia?
Drift away.
No, wasn't it the name of the...
My place is with them now.
I don't know. Maybe of the weapon? There are so many words that I don't know that I'm not sure. There's an insect on my green screen. It's gone. I was making like a black spot on it. Of course we're not dead.
Snake, can you hear me?
It's huge.
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Sorry, I'm distracted a little bit.
You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
There's no way he didn't know.
First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment.
Oh, nice.
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select
tells
the
me
medical
something.
item,
I've
and
seen
then
my
press the
brothers
enter
do
button.
this.
With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound.
I haven't
If you
listened
do
much,
everything
guys.
I
I'm
mentioned,
distracted,
the wound should
sorry.
heal completely.
But it's okay, I have nursing knowledge.
Understood?
Yeah.
I have nursing
Stay
background.
with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
So we should be okay. Cure. Suffering from a deep cut, bleeding, no bandage applied, not yet disinfected. Medicine. Okay, and cure. So we need to disinfect first. And then bandage. Oh, it's bleeding. Oops. I should have sutured. Burn. Ah, stop the bleeding. Sorry. Okay, you don't have to do it in order, so I guess it's okay. Alright. Next. Disinfect. Stop the bleeding. Suture, bandage. Bone fracture. Stomach aches, venom, food poisoning, cold. Okay. So we need... Wait, let me see. It's bone fracture. So we need to disinfect. And then we can put a splint. And then a bandage. Another bone fracture. Splint. Deep cut. So I guess I didn't have to disinfect earlier. And another one. Alright, that was... Imagine doing all that yourself. So I think she does... Ah, the sound it made! She does care for us, I think. She didn't want to kill us, but she had to betray. She has some kind of attachment to that unit. She has fought with them before. Does she have superpowers? I don't know. There's an invisible dude, there's a dude who flies, there's a dude who sees well, I guess, like bird's view. There's a hornet dude. And there's a thunderbolt dude. So far, that's what I've been understanding. And they are Gru.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
That's a recovery balloon? Or no, that's the weapon.
Shagohod.
Shagohod. Okay, that's the name of the weapon. So the mask we have is kind of similar to her, the blonde hair that we can put on. Leave me alone, insect. I gotta stop playing anyways. So. Oh my goodness. So annoying. It's like a mother ant, I think. Like flying ant.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
They're not in the United States?
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
Maybe she's infiltrating or something. They're supposed to be in the US, no? And what was the smell?
A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
Yeah, I don't think she's what she says she is.
She has spunk.
Maybe she is, but she can definitely
Shall we take her back to the base?
defend herself.
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Oh my god. No remorse at all. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get radiation now. Seeing that mushroom like that? Hell no. Yes, please. Goodness.
What a thrill.
Ooh. We have a song.
Darkness and silence through the night.
Very reminiscent of James Bond, I would say.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Snake
My time, there'll be no one trial to survive. For the
Naked snakes.
we see new light. I give my life
So good. Doesn't seem to have any spoilers, so I'm gonna keep watching. It's too good.
my time. There'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd lie to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
I love that it's a big intro, just like a movie, you know? I love that. Snake Eater. What an intro! Not just this, but the whole gameplay as well. 1 week later. 1964.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So
You got the
instead, we'll
bandana.
be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Aaron Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Aurora Borealis.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
I need to
Must
change
be part
position
of
a
the
little
top
bit.
brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
Yeah, of course they will think that.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
Snake is actually
No.
going to, no?
This Fox
if
is
he's
still one step ahead of
big
the Hounds.
boss.
The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
Cigar. Thought maybe I could
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one
This
of
is
our
so
country's
confusing.
main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself, Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes,
Thank you for the
correct.
recap.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have one.
What kind of proof?
You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
1 week to do all
Yes,
that?
preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
No pressure. It's all good.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
No pressure. None whatsoever. It's all good.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the two NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their codenames are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks.
So Eva must be the blonde girl,
escape route.
right?
You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Adam, I don't know. But Eva must be the blonde girl that was like acting sassy.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Music is so good. So cinematic. The landing. Nice. Very nice.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss?
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
But his name is Major Zero, no?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
Major Harry.
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero? My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked.
Jesus.
It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96.
Should be okay then.
And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint.
Sigint.
He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology.
Ooh.
He'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced
Nice.
weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam,
Cool.
your KGB contact, is
Like
waiting for you
Nastasha.
at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
Oh my
Circumstances
goodness.
are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to
You
make
mean
your
for the
presence known to a
Patriots?
certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking
Because
mission.
presidents,
Snake, if you fail this mission,
they're
it will mean
always
an all-out nuclear
part of
war.
Patriots.
Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood.
Pawns.
Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Well, goddamn. Tiger Stripes is actually the best. The blackface, I'm not sure. I'm joking. Ah, you can still cure like that. That's great. Cool. Snake Eater, or what, however she did. All right, well, I'm gonna stop here. I look amazing. Yeah.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
Hasn't been long.
4 days, actually.
Oh, wow.
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this
That's
mission.
what I was about to say.
Keep an eye on your stamina gauge.
got better
If
really
you start
fast.
to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you. Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble.
Sure
to make
reminds me
sure
of
you and the
mating.
boss don't kill
I
each
miss
other.
mating.
So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
It's a happy mix between mailing and Rose, you know. I like that. The good parts of Rose and a bit of mailing. 3 hours.
Okay, good
Let's
luck,
go.
Thanks.
Jeez. All right, I'm gonna stop here because I'm feeling a bit tired now. That was a lot to, you know, a lot to take in. We did really badly. I'm sorry, like the gameplay. This episode is so scuffed. What happened? What happened? I was so distracted by the insect and then I misclicked like twice and I don't even know. So I'm sorry for that, guys. Usually I don't. Usually it's a bit better than this. The gameplay is so much fun, similar to MGS2, but a little less clunky, so I'm very excited to try and become better. I'm gonna try again to do the interrogation and stuff like that. Maybe we could do, I don't know if there's like VR missions or something that we can do with this game to practice that sort of stuff. That would be cool, because I would love to do that. But yeah, the story... very interesting for me. I love that trope of mentor and apprentice, and then there's like bad blood between the two, but there's still an immense amount of respect and maybe some love behind that, you know, like. But yeah, we're gonna have to kill her probably, I'm not sure. And then why does she do that? I have a feeling that she really likes the team that she has, the team of weirdos with freaks with superpowers. And the sentence that she said is still ringing in my head is, "It's raining blood, easy crying." And it was not raining blood, obviously, but is she talking about like God, or is she talking about maybe someone she's lost? Looking over her, watching over her, or something like that, you know, like maybe she has some grief or something. I'm not sure what was that about, but the way she said it. And then the invisible guy, was he really there? Is just another superpower dude, or is it the person she's lost that she loved? Maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. There's already a lot of information thrown at you, but it's fine. Like, it's totally okay, but there's a lot of actors already, and already people, like, factions against each other, and we're, like, in the middle of it, basically. But I think my stamina is going down, is it? But I'm not moving. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm really interested in the story now. I'm like, okay. And sometimes a little bit of fourth wall breaking, not too much, just a little. And yeah, I really like when they talk about movies and future things that are going to happen as well. And it's a funny little Easter egg every time, I guess. But it's Metal Gear Solid, so who are we kidding? Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of that. But yeah, I'm super pumped to continue this. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, even though it was really scuffed. I'm gonna try to do a bit better next time. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!